Good morning everyone. How are you today? I hope you are all in the good health and ready to enjoy our bus tour. Please sit down and enjoy the view during our trip as we enter the city. So first, let me check the attendance. First is Sofia, Desi, and George. First of all, I want to introduce myself. My name is Adisya Salsabila Putri. You can call me Adis. I'd like to welcome you all to Malang. I'm your tour guide and will support you during the tour. I promise you will have a good trip and enjoy your seat here. And also, I want you to meet my crew. On my left side, this is our driver, Mr. Ferdi, who will accompany us during this trip. He has worked as a driver for 13 years and has so many experiences in his field, so you don't have to be worried about our trip. We will be very safe in his hands. Next, on my right side, there is Mr. Tono, who will capture all the memorable pictures about the history of Malang. Before we continue our trip for today, let me explain some rules and regulations that you might have to follow. The first is, please don't forget to wear your mask and bring hand sanitizer. As you know, we are still in the pandemic era. Second is, please pay attention to your seat and don't forget to keep social distance with others as the form of the health protocols. The last is, please do not littering any rubbish in the bus, because we always have to keep it clean. Is it understood, everyone? Great. So, are you ready to start our trip, guys? Let's get started. Okay, we start our first trip from State Polytechnic of Malang, where we are now in Soekarno-Hatta Street, or people usually call it Suhat Street. And we will head to the north and to make a U-turn. As you can see, on this road, there are many people who are passing by to do their activities. Because there are some lodging places, cafes, even street foods near Taman Krida Budaya, and we will pass soon. As you can see, on your right side, there is Taman Krida Budaya. It is a multi-purpose building that was built for Malang society. There is some street food in front of this building at night. You can walk along the road in front of this building and look for some snacks. Yes, this is a place usually to sell some foods, or we call it a center of street foods in this area. Then we will make a U-turn in front of the flight monument. This is MIG 17 fresco as one of the historical objects in Malang and become AURI, or Republic of Indonesia Air Force, as the symbol of strength, which has headquarters in Lapangan Udara Abdurrahman Saleh, Pakis, Malang District. Also, you can capture all the moments in this monument with some of the pictures, but you have to be careful to remember that it's close to the highway. Many people will pass by. And now, we are on the Soekarno-Hatta Bridge that was built in 1988 with the steel construction. It means that this building has been almost 30 years. Just after the traffic light, there is Besar Ijen Street on the left. On your right side, we can see Brawijaya University. This is one of the reputable universities in Malang. The name Brawijaya University itself was created by the President of the Republic Indonesia in 1961. This name is derived from the title of kings of Majapahit, a great kingdom in Indonesia from 12th to 5th centuries, and Brawijaya University transformed into a state university on January 5th, 1963, and was publicly known with the acronym of Unibra and then Unibrau. We are now entering Majen Panjaitan Street, and this is one-way road. After this, we will see the UKS Merdeka University roundabout. It will take 10 minutes to go to Besar Ijen Street. And we have Simpang Balapan on the left, and I will tell you the history of Ijen Boulevard. It is one of the masterpieces of a well-known Dutch architect and was carried by Karsten in 1935 with appropriate urban planning until 1960. Even it became the most beautiful area in the Dutch East Indies. Of course, there are many people who take the picture in this area. And usually, every Sunday, there is an event called Car Free Day, or we call it GFD. You can jog here and find some items to buy. For instance, traditional food, clothes, accessories, even some kind of pets. Start from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. How was the view of Ijen Boulevard? Did you enjoy? Sure, it's beautiful, right? In a few minutes, you will see the Cathedral Church and Pahlawan Trip Monument. Alright, now we are in the Cathedral Church. It was built on February 11, 1934. And the architecture of this cathedral categorized the classic type. This type is typical of Netherlands architecture. It can be seen from the shape of the cathedral from outside and inside. From the outside, we can see the shape of the roof is high and sharp. From the inside, there are cubes above the roof of the cathedral. And across the church, there is a Pahlawan Trip Monument. Pahlawan means heroes, so this statue was built to commemorate the 35 heroes struggle from the Dutch military aggression in 1947. Just a few steps from this spot, you can easily find the Pahlawan Trip graveyard, where 35 heroes were buried together there. And now, welcome to Brawijaya Museum. Brawijaya Museum is a military museum that has been established since 1962. It is one of the most modern and well-cared for museums. Some heavy weapons were used against the Dutch to get the revolution in 1945. Also has a lot of armaments in the year of 1945 until present. Then we are going to pass Merdeka Street and take around 5 until 10 minutes. I welcome you to Alun-Alun Merdeka Malang. In front of Alun-Alun Malang, you can see Jami Mosque. This place has become one of the favorite places for people to enjoy the panorama. It also offers some facilities like the playground for kids, sport equipment, photo booths, and many more. It is free for charge actually. After this, we will pass to Gus Street and it will take 5 minutes. After passing Merdeka Utara Street, MJR Sukipyo Pronoto Street, and Mojopahit Street, now we are approaching Alun-Alun Tugu Malang. That monument is in the form of bambu-bambu runcing, which symbolizes the sharp bamboo as a weapon used by Indonesians to repel colonizers. For your information, the stairs have 4 and 5 points, which are combined with that 17th foundation and 8th level of touch. That symbolize our Independence Day on August 17, 1945. And then we will arrive at the next place and it will take 5 minutes. This is what is called Kampung Jodipan. This is an interesting destination you must visit in Malang. It was actually a slum area that is located on the riverbank of daerah aliran Sungai Berantas, and it collaborates to make the slum at Jodipan colorful. Thus, the beautiful colors improve the village standard of living by drawing in the new tourist dollar. And the beauty of the colorful houses has inspired many community members to improve the sanitation to their rivers. Across the village, there is Kampung Biru Arema as the icon of the football team in Malang. Now, we still have 30 minutes to go to the campus. And this is the end of our destination on this trip. And we will pass Panglima Sudirman Street, WR Supratman Street, Legend Story Street, Borobudur Street, and the last is Candi Mendut Street. Finally, we are now heading to Polinama. How is it going? Interesting, right? I hope you are all enjoying and feeling fresh now. Be happy for this togetherness, guys. And please make sure that you don't leave any of your belongings on the bus. And now it is time for get off the bus one by one and mind your head and watch your steps. And see you on the next bus stop. Thank you.